mouth's watering like I stay teeth, and you can't reason with the animal that's loose in my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Big grade is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagining, bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjective.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Thunderbirds and the Nighthawks on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of St. Louis taking on the Nighthawks of Columbus.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Columbus Ball Club entering play. They come in really scuffling, losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an underachieving team, but they do have some pretty good pieces in place. Let's see if they can use some of the younger guys and make themselves better.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win?
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
That one goes for 24 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
To the 43, 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total.
And now the rookie's free. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Man open, it's Goodwin. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Malone. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Thunderbirds put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Cotton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. After 7-0 on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. Cotton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd down and inches.
That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Thunderbirds will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory as his guys continue to roll. They're 8-1 on the year. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens have made it official. They are Super Bowl contenders as they finish the first half with a sterling 7-1 record. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first and 10, Cotton. That's caught by Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Looking to throw on second down. Cotton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Off play action. Cotton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here from 28 yards out. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Columbus. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a give right side. Malone. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Throwing on first down. Cotton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Cotton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Back to throw. Cotton. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Malone. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Malone.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for our visitors,
a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Columbus, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.